Hey guys, Josie here from Lumpia. I'm just cooking up some broth, and I added about a handful of this dried kelp that I got at the Asian market. I added this to about 4 cups of water. It'll take about 30 minutes until your broth is ready. We'll go ahead and use this for our dish tonight. I'm going to be making tofu with Korean radish kimchi. So stick with me here, guys, and I will put this dish together for you in 30 minutes, okay, when our broth is ready. Got this salted preserved radish from the Asian market, and I'm going to go ahead and use this for my tofu soup, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing with it. I'm sauteing it with some onions. You don't need to add salt because this has a lot of sodium content in it already. So this is about done. The onions are translucent. That's when you know that it's done sauteing. So we'll turn off the heat. And we'll go over here. And this is our dried kelp broth. We're going to remove the dried kelp, and we're left with the broth. I started out with 4 cups of water, and I reduced it down to about half. It took anywhere from like 25 to 30 minutes on medium-high heat. And if you want to leave a few chunks of the dried kelp in there with your tofu soup, you can do that as well. It's edible. So yeah, this is what the dried kelp looks like once it's been simmered. And in some in some parts of Korea, they do eat this. And some parts, they only just use it for making broth. So it's really up to you what you want to do. So yeah, I have some organic tofu that I will be using for this soup, as well as cabbage. But that's what the tofu looks like. Okay, next is adding all our ingredients to our broth. So we're going to want to turn on the heat. Bear with me here, guys. I got to move everything out of the way so we don't get an accidental fire. Alright. So I'm adding the salted radish into the broth, as well as the onions. We're going to also want to add about 2 tablespoons of gochugaru, which is Korean hot pepper flakes. And you can only add 1 tablespoon if you don't want it as spicy. But I love mine spicy, so I will add 2 tablespoons. And we'll take some of this homemade daikon radish kimchi that I made about 2 weeks ago. I'm going to add some of this into my tofu soup as well. So, what I have here is some diced up daikon radish mixed with some scallions, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of salt, and you let it ferment and you keep it inside your fridge, and it can be good for a few months, sometimes even longer if you don't use it right away. But this will be added to our soup, and I see bubbles in our water, so it's coming up to a simmer. What we're going to want to do is simmer this soup. And next we can add also is the tofu. We'll add the tofu next. You can leave some of it in chunks, and you could just break it down with your spoon as it cooks down. I got this organic tofu from Trader Joe's. Okay, tofu's in. And last but not least, you're going to want to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. An approximate amount would be good. About 1 tablespoon. There we go. You want to stir it around a little bit. Oh, that looks delicious already. Wow. Alright guys, stick with me here and let's let this soup simmer for about 15 minutes and I will be right back, okay? And I'll show you what it looks like. So I went ahead and added the cabbage to my tofu soup, as well as 1 egg. And this is what it looks like when your liquid has reduced down. And your tofu soup is just about done. Give it about 10 to 15 more minutes. And this cabbage is cooking down. Alright, stick with me here, guys. 10 to 15 more minutes, okay? I will show you what this tofu looks like when it's done. One last thing, let's add some garlic powder and onion powder to our tofu soup. And a little bit of black pepper. Alright guys, your tofu soup is done. Let's mix our cabbage in. And your egg's done as well. That looks really good. If you guys want to know how I made the daikon radish, that I added in earlier, the fermented daikon radish, search Map Lumpia on YouTube, and it's under daikon radish kimchi. It's an easy recipe if you guys want to learn how to make it. If you guys like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers for this year. I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. And I will see you during my recipe mukbang in about 15 to 20 minutes. Stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, Josie here from Map Lumpia. Thank you for joining me in my mukbang today. Today I'm having some tofu soup as well as garlic fried rice. I went ahead and grabbed a napkin for me as well as some more cabbage I'm going to put inside my tofu soup. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have some tea today, some black tea mixed with, let's see, some hibiscus tea. Oh wow, this is good. Mm. Mm. I added some salted radish in this soup and let it simmer. Wow, it's really good. Mm. Mm. Here. This is really good. Wow. Mm. I just bit into a large piece of tofu. So good. Mm. I'm gonna get more cabbage. That cabbage is delicious. And the soup. I put the soup on my rice. Mm. Hey, Book. What are you doing? Huh? Did you eat your chicken in your bowl? Did you eat your chicken in your bowl, Book? What? Your chicken? Go. Mm. Go, go eat your chicken in your bowl. Go eat your chicken. Go. Oh. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it tonight. I'm pretty full. Alright, guys, I just want to thank you for joining me in my mukbang today. And I will see you next week. I know you're probably wondering about my voice, but it started getting kind of like scratchy. It started yesterday. So hopefully by next week, on my next recipe mukbang, I would have gotten rid of it. Hopefully you guys can still understand when I talk. And I will see you guys next week. I'll give you updates on what's going on with my my business, Map Olympia, okay? Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye-bye.